The Senate will come to order. Senator Herr.
Mr. President, I impose the call of the Senate.
The Senate is now under call.
Mr. President.
Senator Abler.
Mr. President, I move that further proceedings under the call be dispensed with and the sergeant be directed to go chase down the absent members. Thank you.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those in favor say no. The motion prevails. Members, if you would be so kind as to stand. Members, today's chaplain is Rabbi Zimmerman from Temple Israel in Minneapolis. Members, as usual, following the prayer, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a teaching before a prayer. In the Jewish tradition, we go through the 5 books of Moses every year in sections. This week's section is about the creation of the tabernacle, the sacred space in the middle of the desert. This week, we have many leaders who represent their families, their tribes, coming together for a higher purpose in creating a structure in the aftermath of the golden calf when they actually did not truly live their leadership roles. They let fear and anxiety take over. But now we have been given a tabernacle, something bigger than we are. The role and task of the leadership is to build something that everyone is included in, something that is bigger and better and higher. That is your role and task as well. You come from families, you come from orientations, you come from communities who have elected you to sit in the seats you are sitting in to govern. And so, what is our higher task? Our higher task is to make sure the state of Minnesota lives to our values, our hopes, and our dreams. It is a higher task to build something, not to destroy, not to critique, not to be in competition, but to live together. You have been elected to govern, and that is my prayer for you. May you find the strength to govern, to know your role and task is to work together as a Senate to build something better for tomorrow, to build something better for this state, to build something better for this country. We need your help. We need your leadership. And so may you, as the Israelite people did in the desert, bring your gifts to this building. This week, The people brought too many gifts. They overgave. May you overgive. May you overgive your time, your talent, your job, your role, and your responsibilities so that we can build something for tomorrow. Working together in a slim margin as you have, now that will be a miracle. I offer this prayer, a prayer of healing, to Senator Dietrich and to all of you who might have family or members of your community, or perhaps you yourselves are in need of healing. I offer this prayer. Mishaberach Avotenu Abraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov v'Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless all those who are in need of healing, healing of the body, healing of the spirit, healing of our discontent and our frustration to build a better tomorrow. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Zimmerman. Now, members, the secretary will take the roll.
Abler, Anderson, Barr, Bolden, Carlson, Champion, Coleman, Swadzinski, Dames, Dibble, Dornick, Draheim, Drazkowski, Duckworth, Diedzik, Eichhorn, Farnsworth, Fateh, Frentz, Green, Grunhagen, Gustafson, Hoschild, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Jasinski, Johnson, Klein, Coran, Kroon, Kunish, Kupek, Lang, Latz, Liskey, Limmer, Lucero, Mann, Marty, Matthews, McQuaid, McEwen, Miller, Mitchell, Mohammed, Morrison, Murphy, Nelson, Umuverbaten, Pappas, Pa, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rasmussen, Rest, Seeberger, Utke, Weber, Wiesenberg, Westland, Westrom, Wickland, Zhang.
Thank you. Members, a quorum is present. Members, just so you know, the following members intend to vote from a remote location pursuant to Rule 40.7, Diedzik, Morrison, and Powell. Consistent with our practice, members, if you'd like to follow along with on today's agenda, I'm reading Senate bill introductions as well as the Senate agenda first. It is dated Monday, March 4th. Members, we'll begin at the fifth order of business, reports of committees. Senator Murphy for a motion to adopt the committee reports.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the committee reports printed in the agenda be adopted.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, we will now go to the sixth order of business, which is Senate reading of Senate bills. The secretary will read the Senate file numbers.
Senate file numbers 3770, 3948, 3507, 3660, 3909, and 3678.
The Senate bills have been given their second reading. Members, we'll now proceed to the eighth order of business. The bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. On page 1, you will see Senate file number 4466. That bill has been referred to the Committee on State and Local Governments and Veterans. Members will now go to page number 7. If you look at page number 7, you'll see Senate file number 4523. That bill has been referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. And last but certainly not least, members, if you go to page 16, you'll see Senate file number 4599, and that bill has been referred to the Committee on Transportation. And last but certainly not least, Senate file number 4601, That bill has been referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. As I mentioned, members, the bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. Members, we will now proceed to the ninth order of business, motions and resolutions. We will adopt the author's motions as one motion. All in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, I am going to call on some individual senators for motions. First on my list, I'm going to call Senator Lucero.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate File 1109 be withdrawn from the Committee on Taxes and re-referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. Both chairs have been consulted and agree.
Thank you, Senator Lucero. Senator Lucero moves that Senate File number 1109 be withdrawn from the Committee on Taxes and re-referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. All in favor of that motion say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Draheim.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate File 3080 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Government and Veterans and re-referred to the Committee of Housing and Homeless Prevention. Via email, I did talk to both chairs.
Thank you, Senator Draheim. Senator Draheim moves that Senate File number 3080 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Governments and Veterans and re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. All in favor of that motion say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Dibble.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that Senate File number 3283 be withdrawn from the Committee on Taxes and be re-referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. Mr. President, that is my bill, and both chairs have agreed to this move.
Thank you, Senator Dibble. Senator Dibble moves that Senate File number 3283 be withdrawn from the Committee on Taxes and re-referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Lucero for your next motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate File 3303 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Government and Veterans and be re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. Both chairs have been consulted and agree.
Thank you, Senator Lucero. Senator Lucero moves that Senate File number 3303 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Governments and Veterans and re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Kunesh for your motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move that Senate File 3557 be withdrawn from the Committee on Taxes and re-referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. Both chairs are in agreement.
Thank you, Senator Kunesh. Senator Kunesh moves that Senate File number 3557 be withdrawn from the Committee on Taxes and re-referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Mitchell for your motion.
Thank you. I would like to move that Senate File 3964 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Government and Veterans and re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. Everyone is in agreement.
Thank you, Senator Mitchell. Senator Mitchell moves that Senate File number 3964 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Governments and Veterans and re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, we will now look at Senate Resolution number 77. Will be referred to the Committee on Rules and Administration. And members, remember there's no action required on that motion. The Secretary will report Senate Concurrent Resolution number 8.
Senators Murphy and Johnson introduced Senate Concurrent Resolution number 8, a Senate Concurrent Resolution adopting deadlines for the 2024 regular session.
Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to adopt Senate Concurrent Resolution number 8.
To that resolution, Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 8 establishes committee deadlines for the 2024 legislative session. The first and second deadlines are Friday, March 22nd at 5 p.m. and are for the committees to act favorably on all bills other than major appropriation and finance bills. The third deadline is Friday, April 19th at 11:59 p.m. and is for finance committees to act favorably on all major appropriation and finance bills. As in past years, these deadlines do not apply to the capital investment committees, the Senate Finance Committee, or the House Ways and Means Committee. I ask for your support.
Is there any discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion prevails. The Secretary will report Senate Concurrent Resolution number 9.
Senators Murphy and Johnson introduced Senate Concurrent Resolution number 9, a Senate concurrent resolution relating to adjournment for more than 3 days.
Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to adopt Senate Concurrent Resolution number 9.
To the resolution, Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 9 relates to adjournments of more than 3 days for the legislative breaks. The spring recess is March, and the Passover recess is in April, and both require adjournment of more than 3 days, and this resolution allows the Senate and the House to adjourn for more than 3 days. The Eid recess in April will not require an adjournment for more than 3 days. That is why it's not included in this resolution. I ask for your support.
Is there any discussion on the resolutions? Senator Matthews, to the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. Will the majority leader yield for a question?
Senator Murphy, will you yield? She will yield. Senator Matthews.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Murphy, my question is, typically the Senate has had an Easter break of about a week time frame in the past. It allows us time back in our districts, reconnecting with constituents while we're in the middle of session, as well as a very good and adequate time period for religious observances for the Easter Sunday, as well as other observances around that time frame. Why is this resolution being shortened this year?
Senator Murphy, to the question.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Matthews, for your question. As I outlined, we are taking breaks for Easter, for Passover, and for Eid, 3 important holidays that represent Minnesotans and us in our work representing the districts across the state of Minnesota. And so because of the timing of those holidays, these breaks for each of those holidays are reflected, and that is why they are distributed in the way that they are. Thank you for the question.
Senator Matthews.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a partial answer, but it doesn't indicate why the Easter break is shorter than normal, and that's why I disagree with the proposed dates that are in this resolution. They should be longer to reflect what we typically do and allow for observances that members would require. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Matthews. Any further discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Remaining on the motions of resolutions, Senator Murphy for a motion to recess.
Thank you, Mr. President. Soon I'll move a recess of the Senate. Upon reconvening later today, the Senate will adopt any committee reports that may become available this afternoon, as well as receive House File 3489 from the House and give it its first reading. A message will go out to all members and staff at least 30 minutes prior to reconvening, but only a couple of members need to return to the chamber later today.
On that motion, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. The Senate is now in recess until the call of the President. Members, just so you know that there is an announcement that there is a lunch for our Senate interns, and they're asking senators to join the interns for that pizza lunch, is my understanding. Anything else, Senator Murphy? That is it. We hope that you will join us for the Senate and intern lunch. Thank you so very much. Have a great afternoon.